ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। சீரொன்றுதூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பரமொய்யுள் ஓரொன்று தானேயமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்க வானிறப்போமளவும் வாழ்வ.
We are going to see in the Sri Satvata Samhita, Jatyadi Nibandhana api Nibandhanaha Nibandhane api Adhikara Vishesha. Nibandhanopi is not right, so it's a typo. So Jatyadi Nibandhane api Adhikara Vishesha. Even while we are having distinction among the castes, again, of course, you can categorize the priests in different ways, categorize the temples in different ways. I think we have seen that Arsham, Saindham, and so on, Manusham, Swayam Vyaktam. So these are the types of temples which we have. And again, based on the caste of the priest, Varna as we call it in Sanskrit, and even Ashrama, if you say, stage of life. So we can have qualified people, specially qualified people, Adhikara Visheshaha. So again, how should he be a priest? The definition of a priest. Ashtanga Yoga Siddhanam. A priest is supposed to know what we call Patanjali's Yoga Shastra. Out of the 6 darshanas we have, you have one yoga. Yoga is what you call mental and physical discipline. So your physical discipline involves Hatha Yoga. That is, sometimes you have to tire your limbs so that you get into what we call asanas. Of course, in order to keep our body healthy, that's all. And mental health is given by, you have 8 Ashtanga Yoga, as you know, Pranayama, Pratyahara, and so on. So, Ashtanga Yoga Siddhana. A priest must be an expert in these 8 types of yoga. Then Hridyaga Niratatmana. So while we keep our mind pure, our heart should be concentrating on the worship of the Lord. And therefore, it is almost like a fire ritual, rather you can say, fire sacrifice, yaga. So we have to perform the yaga within the heart, Hridyaga. And we must be 24/7 do that. So So yaga niratatmanam. Our engagement should be complete. No let up in the middle, no gap in the middle of time or thoughts. Then such a yogi has got the qualification. Yoginam adhikara. Syat ekasmin hridaye shayi. There is only one in the heart. That is Lord Sriman Narayan. You can say, he is lying down in our heart. He is in the lying down position in the heart. Hridaye shaye. There is no room for some other god or goddess. Number one. Our mind is one. Our mind is one in the sense, we have no two minds. In the sense, again, we have thoughts on God and thoughts on worldly things. No. Either one of them is there. Of course, that means we are interested only in materialistic pleasures. And if we point out, concentrate only on God, then that will be what we call ekasmin hridayeshai. Now, we have many at times two minds. That is half a mind to worship and half a mind to do all other worldly matters. Such a person is not eligible for acting as a priest, serving as a priest in the temple. Then Vyamishrayaga Muktanam, Vipranam Vedavedinam, Samantretu Chaturvyuhetu Adhikaraha cha Nacha Anyatha. Again, there is a strict rule that we are disqualified. Last line. Adhikaraha na. That you must remember. Make a note of that particular word na. No qualification. We are disqualified. Where? I have all skills. I have all other aspects of the demands of the Pancaratra Agama, but still I am disqualified. I may be expert in scriptures, Veda Vedina. I know scriptures by to recite. I know the meaning also. I have a clear understanding of the scriptures. Okay, number one. Vipranam. I am born as a Brahmin. My titular family is from the birth of a Brahmin. As soon as I am born, we say Janmana Shudraha. All of us are uninitiated. Don't call it as a low caste or Shudra is not low caste. Please remember, no caste is low. And I'm born as a Shudra to a Brahmin parents, But Karmana Dvija, after Upanayanam, after the sacred thread ceremony, we say wearing the sacred thread, Yajnopavitam, we become Vipra, a Brahmin. Again, so the Vipra also denotes a scholarship of the person. So Vipraha meaning scholar. He is not necessarily a Brahmin, but he is a scholar. He can belong to Kshatriya caste, he can belong to Vaishya and so on. But the problem is, we must not have a mix-up. Vyamishram Yaga Muktana. So we must not have a mix-up. So Yaga again, sacrifice, a ritual, at heart, and physically also. Suppose we mix up both, namely the worldly matters and the worship of the Lord. Vyamishra, Mishra is mixture, Mixture, whereas Mishra, Mishra. Vyamishra is well mixed, totally mixed. Yaga Muktanam, we are interested both in worldly affairs and the worship of the Lord. That is a practical situation. We cannot divorce ourselves from the worldly matters. Therefore, in spite of this is the meaning. In spite of this, that is Muktanam, they don't mix up. Because in the heart of hearts, I am a good priest. I am doing well the puja, the worship, Tirvaradhanam. At the same time, I don't engage myself in other matters except God. I'm the best priest. I'm the best scholar, Vipranam. I'm the best Brahmin. Veda Vedinam, I know the scriptures, I understand the scriptures very well. I know the mantras, spells, samantre. In spite of, again, the last qualification, Chaturvyuhe. So I know how to see the or supervise the construction of a temple. Vyuha is arrangement. Vyuha is array, A-R-R-A-Y. Generally, Vyuha is heard of as army array, army alignment. But here we are talking of the construction of the temple. Chaturvyuhe. So we have got 4 types of arrangement in the construction of the temple. I know everything, but Adhikarakana, I am disqualified. Why? Look at the previous line. Look at the previous line. So, Ashtanga Yoga Siddhanam Hridyaga Nirata. Both should be combined. Namely, I must be adept, ADEPT, adept in all the 8 limbs of the meditation, rather physical discipline and mental discipline. And my heart should not stray away. My heart should not go out of the path from the thought of God. Then, with all the qualifications said in the second verse of this page, are useless. I am disqualified. I mean, today, it is the first day of the Vishwavasu, the Tamil New Year, and the temples are celebrating the festival. We have a good lunch by offering to the God, and then we have different items. You need not go to the next, you need not go to this page, Trayanam Kshatriyadinam, because again, we are going to go deep into the rules and regulations of Pancaratra Agama, how to preserve it. Let me take the Panjangam and come back to you within a minute. Now, just like the word Vishwamitra, the name of a sage, very powerful sage, Vishwamitra, this year's name is called Vishwavasu. In the case of a sage's name, he is a friend of the entire universe. That's what we say. Entire universe. Whereas, in the name of the year here, in Tamil New Year, Vishwavasu today, it means the whole universe is full of wealth. The universe is very rich. You may know, while we perform the obsequies, the final rites of the ancestors, mains as we call it, M-A-N-E-S. We ask for money. Rai, we say Rai. We also ask for, pray for long lifespan. Dirghayitvancha, Shata Sharadancha. We must live for 100 autumns. That's what we say. The scriptures also bless us with the rig called Shatamanam Bhavati. So we have to live a full life of 100 years. And we must be healthy also. We cannot be unhealthy and live long like a vegetable. We must live healthily. That is why every day we are supposed to read Panjang. Let me tell you a very beautiful words of very beautiful effects of this year, Tamil New Year. Keshav already has learned many things, and therefore he doesn't need any detail. He can read even Tamil, whereas this is for the benefit of all people who actually download the YouTube and then understand the video. Now today, I'll just browse fast. This year, the king is the sun god. In other years, some other planet may be the sun god. Maybe the king. So this year, king is sun, S-U-N. Then the minister is the moon. The chief of army staff again is sun. Sun has a lot of influence in this year. Then we have what you call the leader of grains. The leader of grains. Again, it is sun. Then for plants, for the sake of food items, the plants, the Brihaspati, namely Guru, otherwise called Jupiter, is the leader. Then for grains, it is Mars. For the liquid objects, rather we say there's a word between liquid and solid. Sorry. So Rasadipati is the Saturn planet. Then you have for the taste of the liquid fluid, we say fluid, all fluid products. And for that, Mercury is the Lord, Buddha. Then the Lord of clouds is again sun. Then the goddess of this year is called Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha is what we call cosmic egg. And again, Hiranyagarbha is naturally, of course, everything is Lord Rama, Lord Shiva Narayana, please remember. So don't have any. Then in order to protect the cattle, Lord Krishna is in charge, as usual. Then there is a production of clouds from the southern side of Vindhya mountain this year. Then we have a measurement of rain in this year. Now again, do not have a doubt whether only Bharata Desha will have all these effects. It is for the whole world. It is for the whole world. And so there is a measurement. So 100 into 9.9 miles tall and 60 into 9.9 miles broad. And so you take a vessel with this measurement, and that much rain will pour down. That much rain will pour down. The problem here is 10 portions of the rain will fall down in the ocean. That means we think that they are useless. No. And then 6 parts of the rain will fall on the mountains, and 4 parts of the rain will fall on the earth. So totally we have 20 parts of the rain. So we divide the rain parts into 20, and then this is. So we have a beautiful verse on this in Tamil. Vishwavasu varsham, வெள்ளாண்மையேனும் பசுமாடு மாடு பலிக்கும் சிசுநாசம் மற்றையரோ வாழ்வார்கள் மாதவங்கள் மீறுமே உற்றுலகின் அல்ல மழையுண்டு. Now let us take only the positive aspects. We have what we call white colored products will be rich or richly available. and then cattle will grow. The cows, the bulls, the goat. So all these four-legged animals will be prosperous. Then you have, as usual, uh, deaths of young children, babies, deaths of babies. It happens normally in many countries, and again it's all what you call minor mishap. And in those days it was very rampant. Today, because of the blessings of God and development of medicine, we have less number of deaths. And as Lord said in his scriptures, Bahusyam Prajayaya, he multiplies himself by many souls, as many souls. He multiplies himself as many souls. And you will find the population increasing in almost every country, maybe very less in some countries. Because of the what you call area is large, we don't identify the population. Demography is not cannot be calculated very easily, and therefore you feel that China, Russia, India got high population, and therefore there are more births than deaths, and that is why we understand the increase in population. Then you have what you call dereliction of duty by many of us, because it is natural to the Kali Yuga, the black era, plus our own sins committed in the previous births. We are not perfect. We are doing a lot of mistakes. We always transgress the rules. Sufficient. Rain will be sufficient. We are all worried about water availability, good water availability, drinking water availability. So water everywhere, not a drop to drink. So it said it cannot be said to be a good year. And in the same way, when I say that this is the theorem, the rider is opposite also. If you have more and more eclipses in this year, again not a lot of eclipses this year, again it is not a good sign of the future of the universe. It is a contradictory rule. The Shastra says, so Grahanam, if it is eclipse is available, then we have a lot of opportunities to perform meditation. Why? The time duration of the eclipse is most auspicious according to Shastra. Just like getting drenched in rain, getting drenched in rain while the sun shines. That is the best bath. That is the best bath. You go outside the house, get wet by the rain. At the same time, the sunlight will fall on you. So that is the best bath. Not the bath that you use soap and other materials in the bathroom, in the restroom. No. So here there are 8 types of bath. Here the Grahanam, the duration of the eclipse, is the most auspicious hour, and therefore we have to perform meditation, Tiruvaradhanam, all types of puja, and japa of Gayatri, whatever be the time, whether it is odd hours at midnight or odd hours at the noon, in the evening also. So we are supposed to utilize this opportunity, rare opportunity, to get powers also. What kind of powers? Whatever I say will happen. Whatever I say good things about others also or myself will happen. Whatever I say bad words, that will also happen. That's a problem with it. So we are not supposed to use bad words. We are not supposed to curse anyone. We are always we should be interested in we should be interested in welfare of others. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. The whole universe should be happy. So we have two eclipses. One is uh, lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse occurs on 8th September 2025. Now, this is a miracle in Sanskrit astrology and astronomy called Jyotish. This is what no other country, no other people can calculate except Indians. Maybe if Keshavdas and myself or Venugopalan Swami learn this method, then we can fix the Grahanam. Whereas all others will fix the eclipse only 10 days earlier, whereas we can predict it 1 year earlier. 1 year earlier. Today I can tell you 8th September will be the, for lunar eclipse. The timing, exact timing. The whole night of 8th September 2025 is for eclipse. Whole night. What is the star connected with that eclipse is Shatabhishak. Sadayam we call it in Tamil. Shatabhishak. Shatabhishak meaning 100 doctors. Shata is 100, Bishak is doctor. So you can understand, easily remember the star called Shatabhishak. Suppose we are born in that Shatabhishak. What are we to do is we have to do some remedial action. And therefore, why remedial action? Is it not auspicious when you said the duration of eclipse is very auspicious, most auspicious, but the star connected with the eclipse is not is not giving any benefit to the star people, that star people. People with that star, born with this star, Shatabhishak, will have some problems. And therefore, this is something peculiar. Then we have, so where is the eclipse? The eclipse will occur in the eastern side, eastern direction. Then it will drop off by Purattadi, Purva Prottabhada. Purva Prottabhada is the last among the last few stars of 27. So these two people of this star, namely Shatabhishak and Purva Prottabhada, will have to do some atonement for the future, the good future. So what is the time? What is the time of the eclipse? So 3 hours 29 minutes. 3 hours 29 minutes. And also you can also calculate the seconds also. That is what we call exact computer science of Bharata Desha, Jyotisha Shastra, one of the 6 limbs of the scripture. It is wonderful. You cannot have this wonder anywhere. Amazing, awesome results. So what are we to do? What are we to do? We have to remain hungry during the eclipse time. That means our stomach should be empty. Therefore, take the food before 12 noon the previous day. That is on the 7th, rather 8th this time. We are meeting this time. The 8th, 12 noon, you must finish your food. Don't take even water after that. So again, remember, so it is if your ancestors passed away on this particular day, namely Paurnami. Paurnami is a full moon day. The lunar eclipse will always occur on new moon day, full moon day. The lunar eclipse will always occur in full moon day, and the solar eclipse will always occur in new moon day. That is very definite. And sometimes some countries predict many eclipses during any year. They may be little right, but they are not very serious. They are not very serious. In the sense, Our eclipse will be serious because that is the lunar and the solar, one lunar and one solar will be serious because they will be they can be seen in India. They can be seen in Bharat. The specific places where you can see them see them also is defined. Can you see it from Delhi or Chirangam? You have to you can fix it. You can fix the place. The Jyotish Shastra fixes it. So the Shraddha, what you call the rites, final rites should be done for those ancestors who died on this Paurnami day, the full moon day. Then you have these are the stars who must perform some remedial action. What is that? Sarvishta Nashtatram, Sravishta, otherwise called Dhanishta, then Shatabhisha, Purva Poshtabada, Ardra, Swati. So you must remember your birth star and suppose what about other stars? What about no problem? No problem for other stars. Then the Grahanam, the eclipse starts by 9 o'clock night, 57 minutes. 9:57. 57th minute after 9 p.m. on 7th. Sorry, I think I said wrong. I said wrongly. So you have to keep your stomach empty after 12 noon on 7th September 2025. Then you have at the stroke of 11 o'clock at night, 41st minute, you have what you call Madhyamam. Madhyamam meaning full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse. Then slowly you will get that eclipse is getting removed and the darkness, the dark color of the moon fades at the stroke of 1 o'clock, 1 p.m., 1 a.m. at the night, 26th minute, the lunar eclipse comes to a close. Now, what is the use of this? What is the use of this eclipse? So you get a lot of grain development, a lot of growth of grains. We have sufficient. We are sufficient in food. Then very very rich people will face problems. Very very rich people will face problems. I think you have some names, world names, world famous names. Rockefeller, so many. Vijay Mallaya. I think you have so many in US and others. Rich fellows will face problems. Uh, then, then you have solar eclipse. That is on 3rd March 2026. Please remember, so we are able to predict the exact eclipse time by 3rd March 2026. That is a Tuesday. That is a Tuesday. Previously, it was a Sunday. The lunar eclipse occurs on Sunday, and this is on Tuesday. This this is again. Okay. There are two solar eclipses. Fortunately or unfortunately, they are not seen in Bharat. Two solar eclipses and two lunar eclipses. Two solar eclipses occur on 21st September 25 and 17th February 25, 26. Sorry. Again, I say solar eclipses occur on 21st September 2025 and 17th February 2026. So as they are not seen in India, we are not to what you call worry about it. So the second Chandragrahanam, lunar eclipse occurs and it can be seen in India. So previously, the first lunar eclipse is caught by what we call what we call say Neptune and So Rahu, we call it. It's not a planet as we say in English science, but we call it planet. Satellite, they say. Satellite, they say in science, but we accept it as Graha, planet. So Rahu catches on the first lunar eclipse. Now Ketu catches on second lunar eclipse. The color of the moon will be brown. Then it will be seen on the northeastern direction. Then it gets released in the region of air, Vayu Mandalam. The region of air, it gets released. The time of the start of the lunar eclipse is afternoon 3 o'clock, 20 minutes on 3rd March 2026. And then the middle stage, namely the full moon will be eclipsed, rather hidden, by 5 o'clock in the evening at the 3rd minute on the same day, 3rd March 2020. And the eclipse will come to a close by 6 o'clock in the evening at the 47th minute and on 3rd March 2026. Can you imagine this kind of exact calculation? It is not possible anywhere else. Then, so Keshavdas Swami, there is a 1 hour drive from Srirangam to a place called Tanjavur. And in Tanjavur, the moon rises at 6:22 in the evening. And it will be available only, it will be seen only for 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Therefore, what are we to do is, after performing the meditation, all kinds of pujas, Nama Sankirtanam, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Panduranga, and so on, all this should be done during this, what you call the most auspicious time of eclipse. And then we must see the moon and take bath again. Take bath again. I understand, I underline the word again. Before the eclipse, any eclipse, lunar or solar, you must take bath. Wear a pure dress. Change to a pure dress. Muddy, we call it in Tamil. You must not have virupu dress. Virupu is impure. So you must have a pure dress that is dried on the previous night. You have to wash the clothes and dry it on the previous night, and that is the best way. Or if it is possible, morning, the same morning. Because only at 3 o'clock we have so dry the clothes and keep them pure for wearing. And then, so take bath before eclipse, do all kinds of meditation. At the finish of the eclipse, we must take bath again. The beauty in science and creation is scientific. The beauty in creation of scientific creation is just water, just pure water can solve our problems of the radiation from the eclipse called ultraviolet, infrared, and gamma rays. Please remember this. The nature, the God has blessed us with such a beautiful, very simple formula for solving our problems. Because if at all we make a mistake in going out during especially solar eclipse, we are affected. We are supposed to be affected. Suppose we want to see the sun without any smoked glass or telescope or whatever it is, then our vision will be spoiled according to the even science and Shastra. Shastra is science. So we have to protect ourselves from the radiation. especially the ladies who are in the family. Those who are ancient, the baby in the belly, they must not go out during, especially solar eclipse. And they can be inside home, and they can, of course, witness the lunar eclipse, but quite limitedly. The radiation will affect the rays will enter into the stomach of the human being in spite of our prevention. Therefore, so how to prevent them? Remain at home within the four walls of the house. Another important point is water removes all your radiation. You need not use any other shampoo, so many materials for bath, so that the radiation will be removed. The radiation should be removed. Again, one important aspect is whatever food item you have got it ready for cooking, for example, rice, and also pulses, say. So we must add the darba grass on each item of material meant for food. So you put a darba on the rice and whatever material for food. It is not yet cooked. But in spite of it, we have a what we call belief. Yes, pregnant, yeah, touch sharp objects. Okay, naturally, as pregnant women, they have got a lot of rules to observe. They should not sleep during the twilight time. They should not, even in spite of tiredness. Sometimes two babies, four babies, twins and quadruplets in the belly, they cannot sleep in the twilight time. They must not cut their nails during inauspicious days. There are certain days where you cannot cut your nails, groom your nails. No, you should not leave your hair disheveled as you like. So disheveling your hair, தலை விரிச்சு போட்டுக்கிறது. You should not do. The pregnant women should not do it. This all will run us into problems, and that is why you have today handicapped children. You say challenged children, differently abled children, and so on. You call it in a very decent way, but they are suffering for the whole life. Not only that, they also make the parents suffer the whole life, and there is no support after the parents. There is no support to the children, such children. There is no support to the children after the parents. What to do? Handicapped, challenged, differently abled, disabled children. Then sometimes they are very intelligent. They can do wonders. With legs they write when they don't have hands. That is an exception. They can do drawings, beautiful drawings with the legs, the toe. That is different. They can be very intelligent because their faculties are closed in some way. If one is deaf, if one is hard of hearing, he can have a very good vision. He will have a good vision. One who has no vision will have very sharp ears. So that is different. So we are not supposed to. So during eclipse, we are not to be affected by. Then again, the Paurnami. Again, Paurnami is a full moon day, is the occurrence of lunar eclipse again, and therefore that the Shraddham, the death anniversary, should be celebrated next day, not the same day. The problem is Again, please remember another point. Two tarpanams cannot be performed in one day. Tarpanam meaning satisfying the mains, elders, that is ancestors. So two tarpanam are not allowed in one day. That is a shastra. Therefore, suppose you get two types of tarpanam, namely Naimittikam and Nitya Tarpanam. Nitya, Naimittika, there are two types. So Naimittika Tarpanam is to be performed. Namely, Naimittikam is rarely occurring day of rites. Namely, eclipse day. For example, this is Naimittikam. It comes out of some cause, some special cause. Whereas Nitya Tarpanam, for example, today we have the month beginning. At the same time, we have eclipse. Then one tarpanam can be avoided. Can be avoided means should not be performed. It is a rather concession, you can say. It's rather a concession. We need not perform two tarpanams on a day. And again, once upon a time it happened. Morning we have tarpanam day, and the evening after 6 the solar eclipse occurred, and therefore many recommended two tarpanams on the same day. That is not to be. And who is to follow whom? There is a book called, very strict book called Vaidyanatha, is the name of the author, called Dikshiti, Vaidyanatha Dikshiti. And we have to understand it very clearly. It's very difficult to understand also. And we have to follow the rules very strictly. Then, again, two more points are there to just to remember. When we fix auspicious hours for our family function, we must avoid the number 5. Avoid number 5. There is no, I don't know the basis for why we must avoid number 5. It should be what we call Nishpanchakam. Nishpanchakam. How to calculate it? For example, today is, I think, third day. Third day means number 3. So very easy to understand. Today is Prathama. Today is Prathama. Morning Prathama. Up to 5:15 a.m. today was Prathama, and therefore I accepted to have this session today. And therefore Dvitiya has come. So it is number 2. Today is Swati. Swati is a star. You have to calculate from Ashwini, number it, and then where is the Swati? Suppose it is 20, then it is 20 plus 2, 22. Then day, today is Monday. Therefore, this is second day of the week. So number 2 again. Add 20 plus 2 plus 2, 24. Then one more calculation which I forgot. So total number, you have a total of the numbers and then divide it by 7. And you will get it, you should not get 5. That's all. If you don't get 5, that is a good day for fixing the auspicious hour. I would rather say, if marriages are made, unfortunately, on a wrong day, on a wrong hour, they end in divorce. According to Anantapadmanabha Swami, who has got a lot of videos to present to you, today said, there is no word in Sanskrit for divorce. There is no room in Shastras for divorce. Meaning, you are not supposed to divorce. So you are not to get separated from the life partner. So that is the what you call the best idea of life in our country, especially, namely. That poses a lot of problems. Divorce poses a lot of problems, and life with a single partner may pose more problems also, but it depends upon on our sins. Now, for example, I tell you, so we must know the star benefit. Can you tell me, Venugopalan, your star, and Keshadas, your star? Any idea of your birth star? Oh, Shatabhishek. Very good. Shatabhishek will have money income of money. Let's say wealth. Mrigashirsha is, oh, oh, Ramanujan. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. So Mrigashirsha is mine also. Mrigashirsha is also mine. So Mrigashirsha will have, I get some space, place, place of stay somewhere. Sthana Labha. That means I get a good post. I'm already retired. I want to be President of India. Then we can. So, Sthana Labha. Again, Tiruvadarai, Bhakti Devi. Again, the same benefit. A post in the sense, a good position. Good position. That is nice position. Then you have, I think Venugopalan has Mrigashirsam as myself. So, Sthana Labha. So we can have, so you must read this, what you call Nakshatra Phalam in this year. Then again for Mrigashirsham, namely Venugopal and myself, we have divide the year into 3 parts. That is 4 months each. 4 months each. The first 4 months, he has got more benefits for us, both. 7 is a number, odd number. 7 is an odd number. It gives us positive benefits for the first 4 months. The second 4 months, again Mrigashirsham. Fortunately, Venugopalan, one is a number, odd number. One in the starting from April, starting from only in this year, Vishwavasu year, not Tamil months only, not English months. Right, from April. Very good, very nice to judge. So again, Venugopalan and myself are fortunate, more fortunate. Yeah, from Chittirai to Chittirai, Vaigashi, Ani, Adi, 4 months. Three is the odd number for both of us. So 713. The whole year is beneficial. The whole year is beneficial. Let us not probe into the next year, 26 or 27. This year is very auspicious for us. What about Keshavdas Swami? Shatayam. So he has got 0 in the first 4 months, 2 in the second 4 months, 0 again in the third 4 months. Meaning, 0 meaning neither negative, neither nor positive, neither highly beneficial nor low in benefit. So medium benefit is there. And then in the second 4 months, he has got some problems. Second 4 months, this is an even number. The even number tells you there is some trouble. But they are not, that is, the meaning is, we are not having the brightest future in those 4 months. We can have brighter future. We can think positively. We need not be pessimistic. We can be optimistic about these numbers. Then we have, so this is what we call Kandayam in Sanskrit. Kandayam. I don't know the meaning of the word Kandayam. Kandaya Phalam. Kandaya Phalam. These two must be read. Then you have Rashi Phalam, zodiac. Now, with regard to Mrigashirsham of Venugopalan and myself, we have called Mithuna Rashi, zodiac of Gemini. So we have a very beautiful future in this year, namely 14 benefits and 2 losses. 14 benefits and 2 losses. 14 profits and 2 losses. Meaning, so we will have only 12 benefits. So positive 12 benefits. What about Shatayam, Shatabhishek? Which Rashi are you in? Which zodiac? Sanskrit. Keshav Swami?
Shatabhishek
becomes Makaram or?
I have to think.
It is Makaram.
Yeah.
It is Makaram. So 8 benefits, 8 positive incidents, and 14 negative. 14 negative. Of course, very, little discouraging. What about Ardra, that is Bhakti Devi, that is Rishabham? 11 benefits and 5 losses. 11 profits and 5 losses. Now, why should he always stress upon kind of some prediction which may be right and so on? So, we will have what we call optimism in the future. Optimism in the future. By reading negative aspects of the year on our star and on our zodiac and on our any other aspects on our horoscope, let us not belittle ourselves. Let us not think that we will have we will not have a good future. We will have a good future. For example, for the 95-year-old person, for example, 100-year-old man, there is no necessity for looking at the future. Predictions. So also, it will be necessary for 2-year baby, not 1-year baby. So within 1 year of the baby, we are not supposed to form or calculate what we call horoscope. We are not to form a horoscope within 365 days of the birth of the baby. Now that was of course, that was in vogue practice, because when the baby have some problems before 1 year, after 1 year, generally the growth will be fast. The baby, we are very much pessimistic about the future of the baby within 365 days. In those days, child deaths were very large in number. Child deaths and deaths in the womb. What you call the death, infant mortality was very low. Very high. Infant mortality is very high, and therefore this what kind of predictions will encourage us. It's all common. And if you see magazines, Venugopalan Swami, monthly magazines, yearly magazine, where there are some predictions, it's all common. They are not to be cared for. We should not care of or take care of all those predictions. So, so already it's time that we have 1 minute or extra. Fortunately, I thank Keshav Das again and again, so that today I have a review of the Panchangam at my students' home, and again in Shringeri Matham in Ammamandapam Road, I have to give a small talk about this new year. So this session has already helped me a lot. And that is why, of course, I wantonly fixed it on a festival day where no one else has attended. And Venugopalan Swami's presence is the inspiring presence, and then his presence is mandatory, compulsory for me. So this will be useful for. Right?
Swami, before the Tanyans, I have one question.
Yeah.
At the beginning, during the Pancaratra Raksa part of the session, you spoke about the Patanjali Yoga Sutras.
Right.
And you spoke about the priests knowing the Patanjali Yoga Sutras and yoga. Is the yoga presented in Patanjali Yoga Sutras same as what is presented in Pancharatra? Because I heard that there are yoga aspect of Pancharatra also.
Yeah, same thing. Yoga, of course, yoga with a special reference to Pancharatra. Yoga is, as we understand, fifth timings of the five timing day. No, five timing day. Abhigamanam, Upadanam, Ijja, Swadhyaya, Yoga. That yoga also is mentioned here. But Ashtanga Yoga is specially, as we understand, Patanjali Yoga Sutra only.
Okay. Thank you, Swami.
Definitely. Ashtanga Yoga refers to Patanjali Yoga. There is no other yoga available at all. First. You may have what you call new yoga, modern yoga, like what you call what is that? Krishna Swami Iyengar in Chennai. Can you tell me, Krishna Swami? There is one BKS Iyengar, right? So there are so many yoga centers. He also follows only Patanjali, but in a different method. That's all. Patanjali Yoga Sutra is a basic text which we must follow. Deshika's son was T. Krishnamacharya, right? He belongs to Bangalore earlier. Okay then. Pattabi Joyce. Okay. All in Mysore, right? Okay. Okay.
रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम् कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः। वारीद्विपशिरोभङ्ग पञ्चाननपराक्रमः श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यश्चिरं विजयतां भुवि। चीरुन्नृतुपुल तिरुवेङ्कटमुरयान् पारुन्नृचन्दपरमय्युल ओरुन्नृतानियमयातो तारनीयल वार्वार्कवानिरप्पोमलवुं वाल्व।
रामानुजदयापात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः। சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய.